What's good, people? It's your boy Icarus Gray, and I'm here to tell you why empathy is Tanjiro's greatest trait. So, from what YouTube is telling me, you guys like my Demon Slayer content. So I'm here to give you some more. This time around, I want to explore what I believe to be Tanjiro's greatest trait, and what is the greatest part of the anime for me, his empathy. Every time Tanjiro encounters a demon of any kind, he's empathetic. And I see a lot of memes making fun of him for it, but it's something that I kind of champion. In our day-to-day life, it can be hard to try and empathize with the person that's sitting across from us because, well, through racial lines and other political divides, there are so many things that, well, change your perspective. With that, the way in which he tries to connect with people, even still doing his duty, but trying to connect with those that he's had to slay, I think that that's such a good quality to have, well, in a main character. Main characters have to be a vehicle that we, the viewer, engage with, that we connect to. And empathy is something that we can all understand. Whether or not we agree with who you're giving empathy to is a whole nother discussion in and of itself. But the fact that Tanjiro is so empathetic and he sees their stories, he comforts them in their moment of despair. He comforts them in their moment of realizing the things that they did weren't all that good. He doesn't comfort them in giving them some false sense of security, but a moment of comfort after a life lived of terrible things means a lot. It's always executed beautifully, and I said this in my season 2 review, that the sin of the demons is not expunged. It doesn't make the things that they've done less terrible. It gives me a perspective on things that could have been different. If maybe there have been people that would have empathized or helped them out. Maybe we didn't have to lead down this path. And that's what empathy allows us to do. Empathy shouldn't always lead you to just feeling their experience. It should also lead you to grow as a person, to help the next person not end up going down this road. So often, empathy can be used as some aggressive or negative thing. And all it means is to understand, to try and see a different perspective that isn't your own. Tanjiro as a character is the perfect metaphor or real life example of walking in empathy. He never changes the things that he has to do. He still pushes forward with his beliefs and the things that he has to do. But he does care for those that are on the other side of him. Pushing the narrative of emotionless soldiers and things of that nature is kind of how you end up with, well, worse mental health situations than what you should have if you just cared. Tanjiro, no matter the difficulty, finds a way to see what this person is all about. And he stands firm in his belief. He stands firm in the actions that he has to take to protect those around him. I'm really excited about when season 3 comes back because Tanjiro is one of my favorite characters in anime just because he's a good guy. Comparatively to a lot of other shonen protagonists, Tanjiro stands out in a grand way for me. Naruto often uses the power of friendship, and from the perspective of every villain that Naruto encounters, he could have been. There's something in him that he just relates to them going down a path that he too could have gone down, and therefore tries to bring them back with friendship. Ichigo deals with a lot of, well, kind of self-loathing in terms of the things that he has to do. He does choose to protect people who need to be protected, but he can also be confused at certain times about whether or not he should be doing something. And, you know, I get it. Luffy in and of himself is simple enough that most things just boil down to wanting to have fun or wanting to share things with those close to him. While I appreciate how those expressions of a shonen protagonist are, I think that Tanjiro, in terms of the human condition, in terms of feeling what the person across from him is going through, I think he stands above the rest as a character that is well developed. It's not some plot device that is only used to show how dumb he is. He's actually very intelligent. He's very caring. Often when we're using characters who are highly empathetic, majority of the time they're always bullied or they're pushed in a corner, and they're not made to be as strong as what Tanjiro is, which is another misconception. Kindness does not mean weakness. Kindness just means kind. It doesn't mean I won't protect that which is important to me or step up to the plate when I need to step up. Tanjiro is exemplary at this, and it's something that I think is a masterclass of character building. The Shonen Protagonist is just strong-willed, loves people, but for the most part, they're dumb. They don't understand the complexities of the situations or things that they're dealing with, as normally seen by, you know, Luffy going to a new country and immediately breaking all of that country's rules. And while he may be right in terms of saving those people or trying to free them, it can come off like the shield hero in how the other cardinal heroes don't really think about what's going to happen to nations or places after they quote unquote save them. Tanjiro, I feel like, thinks about all of these different things, considers the person, and then moves forward. He just does it at a very high pace, which others don't normally do. In conclusion, I'm just really hype about the character that Tanjiro is, and I had to make this video because I am getting impatient for season 3 and I'm so ready to see more. Who are some of your favorite shonen protagonists? Let me know down in the comments. While you're there, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell so you can be notified for all of the videos that we do at Gray Area Anime. If you want a little bit more content, why don't you check out this video of my predictions of why Scarlet Witch is Molecule Man, just to get your fix of all things anime, gaming, comic books, and everything else that we cover over here. Until the next one, peace.
Ah!